What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 217, presented by Edge VR Arcade, Creative Edge Productions, and Cousin Subs, where you can use promo code
BlizzCurds
to get a free cheese curds with a purchase of a 7.5-inch sub or sub in a bowl at Cousins Subs, not in Arizona.
Correct.
Got the disclaimer.
I'm sure they chuckle every time we say that.
Right, because there is a conglomerate of Arizona fans.
Conglomerate.
Yes.
That's what you are, a conglomerate. That just rolls off your tongue, all of those creative ed. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
I got it now. As soon as one of them is not a presenting partner of this, I'll really mess it up. So,
yeah, and I just have to say,
BlizzCurds.
BlizzCurds. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, here
Yes,
we are.
Kathy.
Another Monday.
Another Monday, another playoff team of the Blizzard. Thanks, Sean.
Sean, I think you need to add some sound effects to that one. Well, I mean, you did. You did add a sound effect. I mean more. We have clinched the playoffs. First team in the IFL to clinch a playoff spot. Now it becomes, is it going to be at home?
Yep.
Is it not? We're going to leave Cold Front to do most of that. But I do want to talk about how important our next game is to playing at home.
Yes.
There's some things that have to happen. For instance, I know we just beat Jacksonville, but we are rooting for Jacksonville this upcoming weekend, because if they beat Orlando, now it's going to be a home Orlando game, but if they beat Orlando,
with a win on June 27th, Military Appreciation Night, we would secure a playoff game.
So we would
not the 1 seed, but a playoff game. August 2nd, Sunday. We've spoke about that on here. Time to be determined. We're waiting for Yahoo League, and I know they're already working on the puzzle. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that would mean we would announce it at that game. Tickets would go on sale at that game.
Yes, you want to be at that game because we'll do what we always do. It'll be a special for those folks in
Well,
attendance.
maybe it won't be. I don't know, Ryan.
Yeah.
We'll see. You want to be at that game.
Yes.
You definitely want to be at that
For
game.
multiple reasons.
Yes, for multiple reasons. But it'd be really cool to be able to tell fans in late June that we're going to be home in August.
Right.
And start planning that out. So exciting stuff. If you did not watch the games this weekend, you really need to watch them because they were exciting. We had Vegas lose at home to Tucson.
To a former quarterback of ours and theirs. Who still can play football.
He still can play. Yes, he still can play. And then we had Arizona lose at home as well in literally the last 2 seconds of the game on a missed field goal. And I know you Arizona peeps, you felt that one. You could tell the audience at Arizona got super quiet. So I'm sure you could have heard a pin drop there.
Yeah.
And so they lost to Fishers, which in and of itself helps us with our tiebreaker for strength of schedule. But based on who we play and how we play, it's hard to say whether or not that's going to be relevant to. We own our own destiny at this point. We need to win out is what we have to do. We have to win every game that we play. And that's not going to be easy because we have a bye right now, which a lot of our guys need. Then we play at home. Then after we play at home, we're on the road. It's not easy to win on the road. And we have to win on the road at Orlando and win on the road at Jacksonville, which those are going to be tough.
And then the other games at Iowa.
Yeah. And then we also have Iowa,
Yep.
which, you can never, as we said last week, you need to go in as 0-0 and not worry about what their record is because, we talked about Naz potentially beating Vegas and then Tucson did. There were some things, and we had it in our game, as Corey stated at his halftime interview. We have issues with our refs. We had issues in multiple games this weekend. So I know we have someone new in charge of our officials, but we have to come up with a plan so that this kind of stuff does not happen during our playoff games. We don't want a repeat of last year. That's all I want to say is we don't want a repeat. So we got to come up with a plan, and we have to execute said plan and make sure that we have the right officials that know what they're doing, because we don't have someone that we can call to say, please review that and make sure the officials were correct in their call. But if they just miss a call altogether, that's not that great.
Right.
And the refs at our game, they were having a good time. I mean, the two guys in the back were just yucking it up. They were having fun. But let's talk about our game a little bit. It was a little touch and go.
Yeah.
We'll let the guys on Cold Front break that down. But we had some surprise people in the house again.
Yeah. I didn't do that. That's actually you.
Yeah, that was me.
And the other one was me.
So I want to thank Will Blackman, who normally is on our broadcast, who could not be on this past broadcast because of a snafu in Chicago. Thank you, Cam, for filling in for him. Joey and Cam did a great job on the game, and then they also had a new sideline reporter. Pablo was here to help us out, and that was fabulous. But we had two Packer players in the house, and Corey loved it, two DBs.
Nice.
So it was kind of ironic. They gave a little speech in the locker room prior to the game. If you'll see these pictures, if you know who Brandon is and then you know who Damani is, they're a pretty big deal when it comes to rookies for the Packers. So we were very, very happy to have them. They wanted to sit in the front row. They were very gracious to our fans in signing autographs and shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. So we really want to thank them for being there. And it was a really cool experience to have them in the house.
Absolutely. It was cool.
I do want to give a shout out. So we had some autism support happening at the game. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it was supposed to be the home opener. We had worked with Ryan Wellnitz, who is a principal in the Swamico area and has been a partner school for probably
a long
8
time.
seasons.
Yeah, a while.
And our friends at Network Health got together, and Network Health purchased a bunch of sensory safe headphones, and we created a space should the game get overwhelming, and they had a vendor fair for resources for folks with autism. The first game that was supposed to be held at Green Bay Distillery with way more space, we over-indexed on Green Bay Distillery use over the weekend with our youth camp. Incredible partner, much like Wondersign. If we ever didn't have them, we'd have to figure out a lot of stuff. But yeah, that was a real cool event where they sat together, had headphones, had the ability to use a room if they need it. They didn't want to, which is a real cool. They wanted to be in the game. But yeah, thanks to Network Health and Ryan Wellnitz, who did a lot of that legwork, because both of them, even when it was stacked on Faith and Family Night, they were both under the instructions of, you won't have access to me besides building a ticket offer, so you guys need to lead this. And yeah, but we had probably 60 groups with individuals in their party that are affected by autism, and it was a real cool, hopefully a thing we continue to grow, because we ordered a ton of earphones to start what would have been way more people at a 3 p.m., not a 5, The 7 p.m. is overwhelming and probably late for individuals and families that have autism in their party there, but the 4 p.m. game next year is probably a really good fit to try and do it again like we originally planned. So,
yeah. And
Hopefully I answered that in some way.
No,
okay.
You did. I want to give a shout out to SOAR, who is a group that was there. They were actually up in, they know Cherokee, the two ladies that were there know Cherokee. So they were up in my suite for a little while, and just the program that they work on and with the students that they work with is pretty cool. I have a photo here of Candy and her kids, with the dog that helps their autistic son, her son. So, shout out to Candy, because I know because of him, she has started a foundation as well and is very involved in autism and the fight against not necessarily autism itself, but support of autism in schools, in the community, and awareness. Because that's really why we did it. It was more about awareness than anything else. People don't realize how what we might consider an everyday thing of going to a game, how overstimulating that can be. And it's not just the noise, it's the motion. There's so much that goes into autism and the spectrum that people might be on. And I have to say, our Packer players, I was just amazed by them because there was several individuals as we were walking up or walking down in the arena. These guys would stop and, give a selfie, do a
Sure.
selfie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just really cool to see their interaction. And I wish that the Packers would do more of that. I really do. I'm not faulting the Packers, and I get it. When you got guys that make, millions and millions of dollars, it's hard to not subject them to like an inundation of people. But they really got to get these guys out in the community a little bit more and do more of what we do as the Blizzard. Just saying. So that was really, really cool.
Yeah, Ryan Wellnitz had said it best. Is it like I think they're in a good spot regarding autism. That awareness is there, and I think he used the word acceptance. Right now, you want to teach people that when someone has an outburst, just for sake of conversation, right, and what that looks like. Because he always referenced when he started talking to me about doing this game at a gambler's game he was at. He was approached by an officer when his kid had acted up, and it was just awkward and didn't feel right. So it's much, to your point, awareness and acceptance, and really teaching folks about that community and education. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just because an individual has autism doesn't mean that they aren't full functioning.
Right.
There's so many individuals out there with autism that have, 9-to-5 jobs, and,
Absolutely.
there's the awareness, you're right, is a part of it. The acceptance goes beyond just accepting an outburst like that, but accepting them into your workplace or what have you. So, real cool thing. I do want to talk about a little fan that I met, and her name is Emma, and she's from Neenah, and I have a picture of her. Her mom and grandfather stopped me after the game because they were just so in awe. There was a gentleman that I guess used to work for us at MFS that turned them on to the Blizzard games. And I've seen her trying to get autographs and stuff. She was kind of over the bench, so she was handing stuff down to the Packer players. But they were saying how impressed they were, that she was a really big fan because of the fact that we have fifth quarter. And because of just everything that we do with the players. So cool. I just want to give a shout out to her and, just the fact that we have fans that do reach out. So please reach out and let us know if you like the experience, if, we love hearing that we're doing things right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't know.
All right.
Anyway, so that's what I have. I have a special shout out to do in a little bit, but why don't you talk about what's happening and what's on the table here?
Yeah.
Because we have a big game coming up.
Yeah. Over the bye week, be sure to watch the IFL, though, because the East is, it's nuts now, so be sure to tune into some games. You have Quad Cities, Tulsa, Orlando, and Fishers literally probably in must-win games the rest of the season. Oh,
absolutely.
Spots 3 and 4.
Yeah,
I think Jacksonville will finish where they should, and we should. But you have a crazy dogfight.
Number 3 is crazy right now.
Quad Cities, based on record, is in win or else. But
yeah,
yes,
they are.
Yep.
Because they were win or else this last game.
Yeah.
So.
And then, like Kathy said, the West shook up in a great way, and Tucson is heating up at the right time. You'll probably, if all things pan out, you'll end up with Arizona, Tucson, Vegas, and San Diego is definitely a force to be reckoned with. So be sure to watch the games this weekend, even though the Blizz aren't on TV. So
yes.
But then come out to June 27th, 4 p.m. Saturday, Yahoo game at the Resch, military appreciation as we celebrate America's 250th. So pregame block party featuring Operation Song, postgame drone show. with Patriotics and 250, and it's going to be awesome. Our friends at Nicolay Bank and Network Health help do 5,000 rally towels, so it'll be a pretty cool visual as we hope to set the IFL record for veterans in attendance that night. We don't know what it is. We'll set it and let somebody chase it next year. So we'll set the number once we have that. But free tickets for past and present military servicemen and women at the box office with a valid military ID. There is a form up that you can email me that we ask you provide years of service and just some information, and or Replay Sports Bar and Grill that has tickets that they can give to veterans. It's going to be a really cool night. Probably the biggest version of these ever run between the block party, Operation Song, the drone show, Operation Song at halftime. It's going to be really cool. So
yeah, and we've always put a big emphasis on military. Do we have a special jersey for that night?
Yeah, we do. We have a new one. So yep.
Which
yeah,
will
the
show
old one's
on
got to
the
go, but the new ones are inbound. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll on our next episode hopefully be able to show you the new jersey, and then there will be an auction.
Yep.
For our old jerseys.
Yeah, the red, white, and blue. Actually, the last Ripon jerseys we have in our possession. So
right.
Yep.
Right. All very, very cool stuff. And those of you, regardless of your I don't know, whether you're on the right, on the left, it doesn't matter. It's 250 years of our nation, and we should be celebrating that, and we should be proud of who we are, where we've been, where we're going, all good stuff. So celebrating the 250th this year is a really big deal, and I'm glad that we are going to be a part of that.
Yeah, and recognizing, again, regardless of what side you're on, recognizing those who have sacrificed to...
Because they don't have a choice of what side
Correct.
They're on.
So, yeah, that's what the game is about as we celebrate 250 is those folks. So
it's about the military. Yep. It's about the people that support our country. All right. I have breaking news. I have an individual who's celebrating an 8th birthday. So I have this beautiful picture of Jack. He is decked out in his Blizz gear. And we just want to wish you a happy birthday, Jack. I'm sure you're having a great day. And by chance, his birthday is on the day that we air.
Oh, really? Nice.
So happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming. With that, I really don't have anything IFL-wise. Just that we've had a lot of great games. We've had a lot of close games. We've had some blowouts. There's definitely parity in our league. We're excited about this last portion of our season because it's not even a last half anymore. We're really down to the wire. So,
absolutely.
What else you got?
That's what I got. So,
did we miss anything? Sean, did we miss anything?
Nope. Just
if we did, we'll pick it up.
Night
yeah, we'll pick it up next week.
Said playoff plan when it becomes shareable in a reality. So, yep.
Yeah. I mean, we know what day it would be. We just don't know the time, and Yahoo will dictate that, as Ryan stated earlier. We really won't have much control over that. We also don't know who our announcers will be. Depending on the games and where they're played, will dictate who's announcing which games. But it'll be an interesting playoff schedule. All I got to say.
Yes. Yeah.
We're both running the wheels like, what else did we miss?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Just working through the logistics. Before this, I was over at Rush Center having them build the game and games. So we're ready when that becomes a reality. So
absolutely. The hope is that, it's one thing if you're the number one seed, that if you win that first playoff game, the next one's going to be in your hometown that you can plan right away.
Yeah.
It's the not knowing and then waiting that gets a little difficult. So the sooner we know, the better everyone will be. So.
Yes. Yeah, we've had to do that once in 2024. So, yeah.
Yep. We'd rather not do it, but if we have to, we have to.
Right. Yeah. It's cool though. It's fun to get to do that. So.
Yeah. All right.
We've maxed out the first one in hopes that we had the second one, and that's the only marketing plan you have to plan for a game that you hope you have. So, yep.
That's really what it comes down to is you hope that people are going to show up.
Yep.
You put it out in the community as much as you can. And it's kind of like guerrilla warfare at that point, you know?
Yeah, you're fighting a lot of other things.
Right.
Yeah.
That first one is fighting family night, or the second one is?
The second one is on the weekend of family night, but family night's on Friday.
So by then, people will be cleared out or finding something to do on Sunday, which we can hope for as well.
Correct.
All right.
Awesome. That's what I got.
That's all I got.
Cool. Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit him with it.
Go Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.